knife across for suicide. Man buried at the centre of a crossroads. Show me the logic. Father?
What?
The devil is a practical man. If she were a witch, she was a poor return on his investments.
But you know of logic.
I have ears, Father, although one is notched, because I love justice.
You love thieving.
Shut up, you dig.
Crusaders.
Clear the road, if you will. This is for the burial for my lord. And a mass. For a soul.
Wait. You've forgotten.
She was your brother's wife.
She was a suicide. Cut off her head. And return the axe.
You know this place, my lord. Know it? I know all of it.
Your brother? You have spoken to him?
On what matter, my lord? He is still arrested.
Your brother is as responsible for his wife's sin as I am.
Opinions differ, my lord.
The burial was...
Yes.
Yet you did not mutilate the person. A law can go too far. It can go too far, I ask myself. Would Jesus do it thusly? There is so much done in Christendom of which Christ would be incapable. You must release your brother. I cannot do without him.
My brother, my lord bishop, is possessed by the devil and must be examined.
Your brother is as mad as you are. He grieves. Without your brother, I cannot finish my church. Let him out. And give him this. And tell him that he is at the very center of my prayers.
The bishop needs you. Release him.
On your feet. This is not heaven. It's the world. And there's troubles in it.
Do yourself no injury. Other men are always good for that.
Lord of Jerusalem.
Jerusalem?
In peril, my lord, as always.
We have stood there against the Saracens for over 100 years.
Saracens, as you call them, have now unified in Egypt, Syria, and all Arabia. Saracens are someone new.
Saladin, their king.
Saladin.
Gibberish.
Very fine.
And yet, you do not drink. A knight should be a knight. A monk.
Brother.
Not both. Once, that's what I say. Now, I may be old-fashioned, but as for the cup, I have an artificer, a blacksmith, or did have.
Which son of the blacksmith of my time is the blacksmith now?
Balian, the eldest. His child died. His wife fell into a melancholy. She would not listen to reason. She killed herself. It occurs. But what's that to you?
Private matter.
It's been 26 years since my brother took the cross. Now he returns, an actual baron of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. How is that for the lot of the younger brother? With no heir, comes to me, and thus to you.
Then I thank the stars for my uncle. Her grave was here. Or was it there? I'm afraid I can't tell you the exact location. I wasn't present at the burial. Call me a liar. You have reason. You never fight back. Huh? You always turn the other cheek. I think that you conceive yourself without sin. That is a sin! We shall work. That is the man. That is the man.
You're an armorer, yes? An artificer, according to your lord and this priest. You have my sympathy and my blessing. Your dead wife and stillborn child are today the subject of my prayers.
We need all these horses shod. We need food, and we'll pay. Says yes.
He has made great engines for sieges. He has made war machines that cast the largest stones. He also works finely in silver. He will be one of the few on your journey worth more alive than dead.
Shut up.
Have you been at war?
On horse. And as an engineer also.
Against whom and for whom did you fight?
For one lord against another. On a point which cannot be remembered.
There's better game now. One god against another. The pay is proportionate.
I've been telling him that.
You still advise what you advised upon the road?
I do, my lord. But know that this man, Balian, mourns his wife.
What does that say?
What man is a man who does not make the world better?
Leave me with this man. God has made us man. We must suffer all. I also have lost. Some say Jerusalem is the very center of the world for asking forgiveness. For myself, I call it here. Now. I knew your namesake. I knew your mother. To be courteous, I should say that it was against her objections. But I was the Lord's brother, and she had no choice. But I did not force her. I have forgiveness to ask of you. I am Godfrey, the Baron of Ibelin. I have 100 men at arms in Jerusalem. If you will come with me, you will have a living and will have my thanks. There it is.
Whoever you are, my lord. My place is here.
What made it your place is now dead. You'll never see me again. If you want anything of me, take it now.
I want nothing.
I am sorry for your troubles. God protect you. Jerusalem is easy to find. You come to where the men speak Italian, and continue until they speak something else. We go by Messina. Goodbye.
Does not want you. When the old lord is dead, they will drive you out. When the bishop is dead, it is certain.
And you take my property.
The church,
You.
they would have taken you to Jerusalem. Away from all this. I arranged it. You will have no peace so long as you stay here. No man ever needed a new world more. Imagine your sin and pain erased. All. If you take the crusade, you may relieve your wife's position in hell. I put it delicately. She was a suicide. She is in hell. Though what she does there without a head.
Come to kill me. Even these days, it is not easy. Well?
I've done murder.
Haven't we all?
Is it true that in Jerusalem I can erase my sins? And those of my wife? Is it true?
We can find out together. Show me your hand.
Hey! Moto. O pom de lobi muto aoyu. O menena nyone mama diba.
Pick it up. Let's see what you're made of.
His hand is hurt, my lord.
I once fought 2 days with an arrow through my testicle. Never use a low guard. You fight well. Let's work on your skills. Take a high guard, like this. The Italians call it la posta di falcone, the guard of the hawk. You strike from high, like this. Do it. Sword straighter. Come on. Leg back, bend your knees. Sword straighter. Defend yourself. The blade isn't the only part of a sword. Attack.
I have your leave. Pay attention.
What's this?
Uncle, have you? You have with you a man, Balian, who killed a priest, his brother. I'm charged by both my father and the Lord Bishop to bring him back.
What he says is true. They have the right to take me.
I say he's innocent of the charge. If you say he's guilty, then we'll fight. And God will decide the truth of it.
My German friend is a close student of the law.
Just give him to me, I'll fight you for something else. Uncle, he's a murderer.
So am I. Whoever dies here today, you will certainly be among them.
You are my uncle. I must give you the road.
Handik, kennst du was?
There's a flank! my brother for his love!
I am the son of Roger de...
Take your helmet off while addressing me.
I am the son of Roger de Cormier. I am accorded the privilege of ransom.
This is true.
Well, you broke the arrow. If the ribs are broken, the marrow may enter the blood, in which case you'll take a fever and die. Or a cyst will form, and you'll live. You're in the hands of God.
Get me some more wine. It was not that they had no right to take you. It was the way they asked.
They had the right to take me.
So do I.
Kill an infidel, the Pope has said, is not murder. It is the path to heaven. To kill an infidel, the Pope has said, is not murder. It is the path to heaven. To kill an infidel, the Pope has said, is not murder. It is the path to heaven.
Where do you go?
To Jerusalem, brother.
By which road?
Someone knows. God knows.
When shall we stop this madness?
Will soon be beyond my concern.
Who is this?
My son.
Would I had fought you when you were still capable of making bastards?
I knew your mother when she was making hers. Fortunately, you're too old to be one of mine.
All will be settled.
you know what lies in the Holy Land? A new world. A man who in France had not a house is in the Holy Land the master of a city. He who was the master of a city begs in the gutter. There, at the end of the world, you are not what you were born, but what you have it in yourself to be.
I hope to find forgiveness. That's all I know.
Whatever your position, you are of my house. And that means you will serve the King of Jerusalem.
What could a king ask of a man like me?
A better world than has ever been seen. A kingdom of conscience. A kingdom of heaven. There is peace between Christian and Muslim. We live together. Or between Salah ad-Din and the king we try. Did you think that lay at the end of crusade? It does. My son, you are all that survives me. Do not disappoint me.
When we took the Holy Land, we took the Saracen trading ports. So Italian ships carry silks and spices, pilgrims, if they have money. And Italy becomes rich, as the Savior intended.
Who are those men?
Muslims.
Saracens. And they are allowed their prayers?
If they pay the tax, Subhana Rabbi al-Hadim. Praise be to God. It is proper to praise him.
Sounds like our praise.
It's good.
When the king is dead, Jerusalem will be no place for friends of Muslims or traitors to Christendom, like your father. I am Guy de Lusignan. Remember that name. And me. Keep it.
My lord, how will you ride if you have no stick to beat the horse?
He will be king in Jerusalem one day.
Bailey.
Hurry. I can go no further.
Get on your knees.
Be without fear in the face of your enemies. Be brave and upright, that God may love thee. Speak the truth, always, even if it leads to your death. Safeguard the helpless and do no wrong. That is your oath. And that's so you remember it.
Arise, the knight and Baron of Ibelin. now, my lord, to confess to holy God, not your son. Are you sorry for all your sins?
For all but one.
You sail now for Jerusalem as your father wished. I'll follow within the week. And the voyage is perilous. If God has purpose for you there, he'll keep you safe in his hands. If not, God bless you.
Is his horse. Why would it be his horse? Because it is on his land. I took this horse from the sea. وجدي الحصان في البحر. أنت كذاب ماهر. لهذا سأقاتلك لأنك كذاب. He says, you are a great liar. And he will fight you because you are a liar. I have no desire to fight. Then you must give him the horse. No. Judge me fairly!
What do you know?
Why? Why should he?
He is a knight.
And I am the Baron of Ibelin.
إنه حكيم إبلن.
حكيم إبلin مسنا عرفت عليه في دمشق.
He says the Baron of Ibelin is old. He knew him at Damascus.
I am the new one.
Stop! Mahlin, Mahlin! Kaffa, Kaffa! That's enough! Stop! Stop, Kaffa! Ibelin, that's enough! Ibelin, stop!
You have taken it very well that I have killed your master.
It was the end of his time. All is as God wills it. Now, finish this.
Take me to Jerusalem. A very good horse. Take the horse. And be about your business.
This is your prize of battle. I am your prisoner, your slave, should you wish it.
I have been a slave, or very near to one. I will never keep one nor suffer any to be kept. Go.
The man you killed was a very great cavalier among the Muslims. His name was Muhammad al-Fais.
I will pray for him.
Your quality will be known among your enemies before ever you meet them, my friend.
Old man, where is it that Christ was crucified?
Assalamu alaikum.
Go. What is it you want of me? can you be in hell when you're in my heart?
You must have known him.
What?
Since you carry Godfrey's sword, you must have known him.
I did.
A man my size.
Yes.
And green eyes.
Blue.
Come with us, my lord.
يجب أن تخرج من الماء. أتوصل إليك. يجب أن تخرج من الماء. سيدي من فضلك. يجب أن تخرج الآن.
Give me the towel.
من فضلك تفضل.
Give me the towel.
الحمد لله.
Who in France had not a house, he was in the Holy Land and master of the city.
صباح الخير.
صباح الخير.
عرضك عرضك.
Stop! You're hurting me. Ooh.
Where's your master?
I have none.
Give me some water. Thank you for the drink. If you happen to see Balian, the son of Godfrey, tell him that Sibylla called. Hayabina!
So, how find you Jerusalem?
God does not speak to me. Not even on the hill where Christ died. I am outside God's grace.
I have not heard that.
At any rate, it seems I've lost my religion.
I put no stock in religion. By the word religion, I've seen the lunacy of fanatics of every denomination be called the will of God. I've seen too much religion in the eyes of too many murderers. Holiness is in right action and courage on behalf of those who cannot defend themselves. And goodness God desires is here and here. And what you decide to do every day, you will be a good man. Or not. Come.
The king has made a peace with Saladin these past 6 years. He holds Jerusalem as a place for prayer for all faiths, as the Muslims did before we came. These men are Templars. They killed Arabs.
So they are dying for what the Pope would command them to do.
Yes. But not Christ, I think. Nor this king.
Who says I raid? That witness. All of Jerusalem. Holy God. And me. That witness, if you call him that, is a Saracen. He lies. There will come a day, Renan de Chatillon, when you are not protected by your title.
Oh, when will that be? That be Tiberius, when men are equal and the kingdom of heaven has arrived.
Those Templars have been hung for a raid that I know you commanded.
Prove it.
I will wait at Kerak until you do. The king will take your castle of Kerak, Renaud.
Try to take a Tiberius. I'll be there.
I cannot protect your caravans unless you agree to be escorted by our soldiers.
I trade to make money, not to offend God by associating with Christians.
But you will take Christian gold.
Gold is gold.
Of course.
My Lord Tiberius. My lord.
It's true. You're your father's son. He was my friend. I'm yours. Godfrey dead. It could have come at a better time. But it was shouted in the streets that you killed the great lord of Syria. Saladin himself sent word that your fight did not breach the peace, that you had cause. What know you of Saladin?
That he is king of the Saracens, and that he surrounds this kingdom.
He has 200,000 men in Damascus alone. He could win a war if he goes to war. And he's daily given cause for war by fanatics newly from Europe. By Templar bastards like Renan de Chatillon. Here from this room I keep the peace, so far as it can be kept. But Saladin and the king between them would make a better world.
If it lives only for a while, Tiberius, it still has lived.
What did your father tell you of your obligations?
That I was to be a good knight.
I pray the world and Jerusalem can accommodate such a rarity as a perfect knight. Have you dined?
The Princess Sibylla of Jerusalem and her husband, Guy de Lusignan.
So, how many knights did you find in France?
50.
They've sworn allegiance to the king.
Of course, Tiberius.
obviously. You sit at my table.
Is it not the king's table?
Is it? I have not seen a king at it for some years. I cannot eat. I am finicky about company. In France, this could not inherit. But here, there are no civilized rules. I have business in the East. My wife does not lament at my absence. That is either the best of wives or the very, very worst.
Do you go to meet Reynald?
No, my lord, he is in disfavor. I am a member of this court. Why should I make league with that troublemaker?
To the very best of wives.
Yuberik Arabul Kut.
The king would see Godfrey's son.
I'll take him.
This morning, I spoke without knowing who you were.
I knew who you were. It's unmistakable. I loved your father. And I shall love you. Do you fear being with me?
No. And yes.
A woman in my place has two faces. One for the world, and one which she wears in private. With you, I'll be only Sibylla. Tiberius thinks me unpredictable. I am unpredictable. Yeah, there.
Come forward. I am glad to meet Godfrey's son. He was one of my greatest teachers. He was there when, playing with the other boys, my arm was cut. And it was he, not my father's physicians, who noticed that I felt no pain. He wept when he gave my father the news that I am a leper. The Saracens say that this disease is God's vengeance against the vanity of our kingdom. As wretched as I am, these Arabs believe that the chastisement that awaits me in hell is far more severe and lasting. If that's true, I call it unfair. Come, sit. Do you play?
No.
The whole world is in chess. Any move can be the death of you. Do anything except remain where you started, and you cannot be sure of your end. Were you sure of your end once?
I was.
What was it?
To be buried 100 yards from where I was born.
And now?
Now I sit in Jerusalem and look upon a king.
When I was 16, I won a great victory. I felt in that moment I would live to be 100. Now I know I shall not see 30. None of us know our end, really, or what hand will guide us there. A king may move a man. A father may claim a son. That man can also move himself. And only then does that man truly begin his own game. Remember that howsoever you are played, or by whom, your soul is in your keeping alone. Even though those who presume to play you be kings or men of power, when you stand before God, you cannot say, "But I was told by others to do thus," or that virtue was not convenient at the time. This will not suffice. Remember that.
I will.
You know what this is?
A fortification.
What do you think of it? You disapprove. Well, how would you improve it?
A cross. Or better, a star. Like this. That way no part of the fortress may be approached without being exposed to fire from another part.
Yes, I like this. Your wall is more difficult to address. Very good. You will go to your father's house at Ibelin. Your house now. And then from there you will protect the pilgrim road. Safeguard in particular the Jews and the Muslims. All are welcome in Jerusalem, not only because it's expedient, but because it is right. Protect the helpless, and then maybe one day, when I am helpless, you will come and protect me.
There, my lord. Ibelin.
مرحبا سيد. تفضلوا تفضلوا في بيتكم. انظروا انظروا.
Quod sumus. Hoc eretis. Such as we are, you will be.
انظر هذه الحقول جميلة.
Your father was important. His lands were not.
It will suit me.
My lord, you have 1,000 acres, 100 families. You have Christians, Jews, Muslims. You have 50 pairs of oxen. This is a poor and dusty place.
What we do not have is water.
سيدي خذ معي.
right. Stone the walls. Yalla! Yalla! Stop! Stop!
سيدي كمير كمير يلا 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 يلا
يا سيدي تعال معي.
I'm on my way to Cana. Where Jesus changed water to wine. But a better trick would be to change you to a nobleman.
That should be easy. In France, a few yards of silk can make a nobleman.
I expect your hospitality.
It is given. Latif.
This isn't adultery. It's washing. But if it were adultery, which it isn't, the commandments are not for people like us. They are for the others.
Did they give you something to eat?
I said to wait until the master returned. My cook will prepare something while you wash.
What?
It seems years since I've seen a woman eat.
Truly. I was watching you today.
You've been given a patch of dirt, and it seems you will build a new Jerusalem here.
It is my land. Who would I be if I did not try to make it better?
They try to be one. One heart. One morality. Their prophets they submit.
Jesus says, decide.
Did you decide on Guy?
He was chosen by my mother. My first husband died before our son was born. I was only 15.
I've met your son.
I could stay here forever.
This house is yours.
Why do you think I'm here?
I know that Eberlin is not on the way to Cana.
What else do you know, my lord?
I know that you are a princess. And I am no lord.
Or knight.
Neither earned nor proved.
I'm not here with you because I'm bored or wicked. I'm here because in the East, between one person and another, there is only light.
This caravan is armed, Reynald.
Good. No sport otherwise.
They've seen us. Go after them. The rider is getting away.
It's a broad desert. Nothing will come of it. Nothing.
I prefer not to be hanged before my wife is queen.
Don't worry. Who but Reynald, they'll say. It's always me. They'll believe it in Jerusalem, I assure you. You're at Nazareth praying.
You're a dangerous man, Reynald.
If the war's to be now or later, I would have it now. How long can the leper last?
God wills it! God wills it!
This to remind us of death. And this, I put the death for you.
You lie.
Guy de Lusignan and Renaud de Chatillon, with the Templars, have attacked a Saracen caravan.
It was no caravan. It was an army headed for Bethlehem to desecrate the birthplace of our Lord.
Renaud, with the Templars, have broken the king's pledge of peace. Saladin will come into this kingdom.
Tiberius knows more than a Christian should about Saladin's intentions.
That I would rather live with men than kill them is certainly why you are alive.
That sort of Christianity has its uses, I suppose.
We must not go to war with Saladin. We do not want it, and we may not win it. Blasphemy!
An army of Jesus Christ, which bears his holy cross, cannot be beaten. Does the Count of Tiberius suggest that it could be? There must be war. God wills it!
Saladin has crossed the Jordan with 200,000 men.
He will make first for Kerak and Renaud de Chatillon, my lord.
We must meet him before he reaches Kerak. I will lead the army.
My lord, if you travel, you'll die.
Send word to Balian to protect the villagers.
Assemble the army.
What becomes of us?
The world will decide. The world always decides.
My lord, the king is marching on Kerak. Saracen cavalry. They're coming to close Reynald in. These people are not safe outside the walls. Saladin will certainly come behind him.
Go into the fortress now.
Hiya, Binna.
force to Kerak.
Thank you, but no. If we do, these people will die.
We'll hold the Saracen cavalry until the king arrives.
So be it.
We cannot attack that and leave.
What do you look at?
A knight. His men.
Are you with me? Your quality will be known among your enemies before ever you meet them, my friend.
You were not that man's servant.
No. He was my servant.
What becomes of us?
As you deserve. You reap what you sow. You have heard of this, no? Get up. You may go into Kerak, but you will die there. My master is here. my lord Saladin. The Jerusalem has come.
I pray you pull back your cavalry and leave this matter to me.
I pray you retire unharmed to Damascus. Reynald of Chatillon will be punished. I swear it. Withdraw, we will all die here. Do we have terms?
We have terms. I will send you my physicians.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
On your knees. Lower. I am Jerusalem. And you, Reynald, will give me the kiss of peace.
Dead man. Reynald of Chatillon, you are arrested and condemned.
If you continue like this, I shall have to find a use for you. If God can spare you, that is.
God does not know me.
Yes, but I do.
I've been
I need you in Jerusalem. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Why did we retire? Why? God did not favor him. God alone determines the results of battles.
The results of battles are determined by God, but also by preparation, numbers, the absence of disease, and the availability of water. One cannot maintain a siege with the enemy behind. How many battles did God win for the Muslims before I came? That is, before God determined that I should come.
Few enough. That's because we were sinful.
It is because you were unprepared.
If you think that way, you shall not be king for long.
When I'm not king, I quit for Islam. Thank you for your visit. Thank you for your visit.
You promised. You promised to return Jerusalem. Don't forget.
If I do not deliver war, I have no peace.
The king of Jerusalem will die soon. When he is dead, the boy will become king of a kingdom he cannot control. The Christians will make the war you need.
The things that we have left undone plague us as death comes. That is why to the dying there is no comfort but the Lord.
Spare me your sermon. Go and prepare your people for the coronation of my nephew.
Your confession, my lord.
I shall confess to God when I see him.
Not to you. Now leave me.
You sometimes dream you are my wife. Let's pretend you are.
Let's go. We can't meet in the city.
Then we will leave it.
Live how? Live where? My brother's dying. My son will be king and I his regent. I must rule for him. And not just in Jerusalem, but Acre, Ascalon, Beirut.
And Guy.
Always surround your knights with footsword.
These rooms are not yours.
One day I will be the husband I was commissioned to be.
And perhaps not, my dear.
Your lover has 100 knights and the love of the king. I, the largest force in the kingdom and the support of the Templars. I can do without the king's affection. But as for your love, then we must come to an understanding. You need my knights, or his rule will be bloody and brief.
So, my friend, the time has come to conclude my affairs. If I leave the army with Guy, he will take power through my sister and make war on the Muslims. We have decided that you shall take command of the army of Jerusalem. Will you defend my nephew when he's king?
Whatever you ask, I will serve.
No, hear it all before you answer. Would you marry my sister Sibylla were she free of Guy de Lusignan?
And Guy?
He will be executed, along with his knights who do not sway your allegiance.
I cannot be the cause of that.
Whatever you ask, I will serve.
A king may move a man, you said. But the soul belongs to the man.
Yes, I did.
You have my love and my answer.
So be it.
Why do you protect him? He's a man who insults you, who hates you, would kill you himself if he had the chance. But for the salvation of this kingdom, will it be so hard to marry Sibylla? Jerusalem has no need of a perfect knight.
No. It is a kingdom of conscience. Or nothing. Sibylla.
Who are you to refuse a king? I will have power, without Guy or with him. Guy isn't dead at your say-so, my brothers, but at mine.
Do you have any idea of Jerusalem except that it is yours? You will never hold it in peace, as your brother did. It will be war.
My grandfather took Jerusalem in blood. I'll keep it the same way, or any way I can. I am what I am. I offer you that. And the world. You say no.
Do you think I'm like Guy? That I would sell my soul?
There'll be a day when you will wish you had done a little evil to do a greater good.
Renard.
My lord.
Do you really think the king wants you head of the army once he's gone? Think your wife does?
I have a problem.
Ah, yes. Balian. I saw him at Karab. Celebrated. You must beware a popular man. Kill him.
What's that?
England.
The king?
Richard, and his father was Henry.
Good. And that?
France. Will I ever see France?
Maybe one day. But you must be king here. How many islands can you see here?
The king will see you.
No, I can't. I can't bear to look at him. He knows this. Doesn't mean I don't love him.
Go, madam.
was dreaming. I was back in that summer when I defeated Saladin. Do you remember it? I was only 16.
You were a beautiful boy. You've always been beautiful. In every way.
My beautiful sister. I've missed you. So beautiful. I'm sorry if I've caused you pain. Remember me as I was.
Sibylla.
If my son has your knights, you have your wife.
Benedicimus Domine.
Behold your rightful king and heir to the throne of the kingdom of Jerusalem.
Long live the king in prosperity.
Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king!
One may stare into the light until one becomes the light. I've done it many times.
There's your religion. One spark. A creosote bush. There's your Moses. I did not hear it speak.
It does not mean that there is no God. Do you love her?
Yes.
Your heart will mend. Your duty is to the people of the city. I go to pray.
For what?
For the strength to endure what is to come.
And what is to come?
The reckoning is to come for what was done 100 years before. The Muslims will never forget. Nascitor.
My lady, your letter to Salah-ad-Din. Peace to be sustained, borders respected, trade allowed to continue. Is this wise? To show your intentions? Better, surely, to let him wander.
We keep my brother's peace. Take the seal. Put it back, my daughter.
¡Hey! Ah, te has reído al principio, ¿eh? Uy. Ahora voy para allá, ahora voy para acá.
That is a rumor. We must condemn it immediately.
Call it treason. And kill those who whisper it.
The rumor will die if we show the boy as active.
How long before he was a martyr? We haven't made for him. How did my boy deserve it? Jerusalem is dead, Tiberius. No kingdom is worth my son alive in hell. I will go to hell instead.
Do you remember the story of your father?
No.
No. Do you remember why? And he was so lonely. And he called all the gods. Why? Because he was desperate. It was a proof of love.
Dites-moi, ce que j'entends mieux ici. Ma fille, c'est le charpentier qui recommande. Ma fille, c'est la procession.
came to the Holy Land! Come on!
Leave us. The boy's in heaven?
Yes.
His mother has more backbone than I do.
She's in the crypt and will not come out.
Have the Templars killed Bailey?
Yes. Then, give me a war.
That is what I do.
Behold your rightful queen and heir to the throne of the Kingdom of Jerusalem.
I, Sibylla, by the grace of the Holy Spirit, choose as king Guy de Lusignan, the man who's been my husband. With the help of God, he will rule his people well.
Long live the king in prosperity.
Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king!
I am what I am. Someone has to be.
Salahadin's sister.
I know.
Salahadin Aghi.
I know.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Speak.
The Sultan demands the return of his sister's body, the heads of those responsible, and the surrender of Jerusalem.
Does he?
What answer do you return to Salah ad-Din?
This. Take the head to Damascus. I am Jerusalem.
Assemble the army!
this assembly of barons, and all Jerusalem is complete. There are those among you who may disagree with our succession, but it is war. Aye. And I am the king. We march at once. What say this council?
Aye. No. If you must have war, this army cannot move away from water. You have a chance to hold the city. But if you move out against Salahadin, this army will be destroyed, and the city left defenseless.
When I wish a blacksmith to advise me in war, I will tell him.
Salahadin wants you to come out. He is waiting for you to make that mistake. He knows his man.
We should meet the enemies of God.
Aye! And so we shall.
Then you do so without my knights.
Then I will have the glory, Tiberius. You had yours years and years ago. It's time for mine.
When Salahadin has finished with Guy, he will come. We must look to the defenses.
The boy's dead.
Guy?
No. The boy was leprous like his uncle. She gave him peace. She let him go. And Jerusalem, along with him.
You go with the army?
My order is with the army.
You go to certain death?
All death is certain. I shall tell your father what I've seen you become.
When Salahadin comes, we're not defensible. Save the people from what I've done.
I will.
God wills it. Can you sense it?
There has been no messenger.
I drink water for what it is.
I did not give the cup to you.
No. No.
A king does not kill a king. Were you not close enough to a great king to learn by his example?
I've given Jerusalem my whole life. Everything. First I thought we were fighting for God. Then I realized we were fighting for wealth and land. I was ashamed.
Tiberius.
There is no more Jerusalem. I shall go to Cyprus. Will you come with me?
No.
You are your father's son. Saladin must move his army from water to water. That gives you 4 days. Maybe 5. God be with you. He's no longer with me.
Mark 400.
400! 400!
They're here.
It is only one man.
No, they're here.
This is the only section of the wall that they can attack. Once they begin to bombard the walls, they will stop only to avoid hitting their own siege towers as they come in. We take the bombardment. When they cease firing, we fire.
We must leave the city.
How exactly, my Lord Bishop?
The fastest horses from a lesser gate.
And the people?
It is unfortunate about the people, but it is God's will.
It has fallen to us to defend Jerusalem, and we have made our preparations as well as they can be made. None of us took this city from Muslims. No Muslim of the great army now coming against us was born when this city was lost. We fight over an offense we did not give, against those who were not alive to be offended. What is Jerusalem? Your holy places lie over the Jewish temple that the Romans pulled down. The Muslim places of worship lie over yours. Which is more holy? The wall? The mosque? The sepulchre? Who has claim? No one has claim. All have claim.
That is blasphemy. Be quiet.
We defend this city, not to protect these stones, but the people living within these walls.
My lord! My lord! My lord! How are we to defend Jerusalem without knights? We have no knights!
Truly. What is your condition?
I'm servant to the Patriarch.
He's one of my servants.
Is he? You were born a servant. Kneel. Every man at arms, or capable of bearing them, kneel! On your knees! Be without fear in the face of your enemies. Be brave and upright that God may love thee. Speak the truth, even if it leads to your death. Safeguard the helpless. That is your oath. And that is so you remember it. Rise a knight! Rise a knight! Master Gravedigger.
It is you.
Not what I was, nor are you. Rise a knight.
Who do you think you are? Will you alter the world? Doesn't making a man a knight make him a better fighter?
Yes. Almaric. If you survive, Ibelin is yours. You are master of Ibelin. I confirm it. Rise a knight and Baron of Ibelin.
But it is a poor and dusty place.
My lord?
No.
When will it begin?
Soon.
They wait.
Day. There may be 100 more.
Saladin will show no mercy.
We must hold out. Force him to offer terms.
What terms?
We fight for the people. Their safety and freedom.
Mercy. No, I cannot. Who defends?
Balian of Evelyn, the son of Godfrey.
Godfrey. Godfrey nearly killed me in the Lebanon. Truly, I did not know he had a son.
It was his son at Kerak.
The one you let live. Yes. Perhaps you should not have.
Perhaps I should have had a different teacher.
You are not a sister.
We are what we do.
And I'm a man who's travelled a long way to die for nothing. What would you say to that?
I would say that I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry for you. Queen of Jerusalem.
مالك يوم الدين صدق الله العظيم.
body is burnt. It cannot be resurrected until Judgment Day.
If we do not burn these bodies, we will all be dead of disease in 3 days. God will understand, my lord. And if he doesn't, then he is not God. And we need not worry.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. The wall, where the Christopher Gate used to be, has been weakened.
Yes, usually when a gate is blocked in, it is weaker than the wall around it.
Or stronger.
It is weaker. Rashid has seen it. This will be our door into Jerusalem.
This is where we will make our stand. We must prepare.
Brothers! Brothers! God has sent you this day! You will take no prisoners! As needed! So shall it be done! Allahu Akbar! Allahu
comes down, there will be no quarter. If you throw down your arms, your families will die. We can break this army here. So I say let them come. Let them come! Come on! Come on!
Come on!
asked the gravedigger.
My lord!
They will ask for terms. They must ask for terms.
Convert to Islam. Repent later.
You've taught me a lot about religion, Your Eminence.
Will you yield the city?
Before I lose it, I will burn it to the ground. Your holy places, ours, every last thing in Jerusalem that drives men mad.
I wonder if it would not be better if you did. You will destroy it?
Every stone, and every Christian knight you kill will take 10 Saracens with him. You will destroy your army here and never raise another. I swear to God that to take this city will be the end of you.
Your city is full of women and children. If my army will die, so will your city.
You offer terms, I ask none.
I will give every soul safe conduct to Christian lands. Every soul. The women, the children, the old, and all your knights and soldiers, and your queen. Your king, such as he is, I leave to you, and what God will make of him. No one will be harmed. I swear to God.
The Christians butchered every Muslim within the walls when they took this city.
I am not those men. I am Salahuddin. Salahuddin.
Then under these terms, I surrender Jerusalem.
Assalamu alaikum.
And peace be with you. What is Jerusalem worth?
Nothing. Everything.
I have surrendered Jerusalem. All will be safely escorted to the sea. If this is the kingdom of heaven, let God do with it as he wills. king's kingdom was here. And here. That kingdom can never be surrendered.
What should I do? I'm still the Queen of Acre, Escalon, Tripoli.
Decide not to be a queen, and I will come to you.
The perfect knight. Is that what you think you are, is it?
We are all of us what we do. When you rise again, if you rise a knight.
This horse. It is not a very good horse. I will not keep it.
Thank you.
And if God does not love you, how could you have done all the things that you have done? Peace be upon you.
Alaykum salam. queen never walks. And yet you are walking.
We crusade to recover the kingdom of Jerusalem.
You go to where the men speak Italian, and then continue until they speak something else.
We come by this road to find Balian, who was defender of Jerusalem.
I am the blacksmith.
And I am the King of England.
I am the blacksmith.